Hey guys, before we dive into the video, I have a small request. Please watch the video all the way through to catch every plot twist. It really helps with engagement and supports me in building a loyal audience of horror story lovers. Now sit back and enjoy the story. It started as one of those trips that sound peaceful when you first plan them. No phone, no noise, no people, just me, Marcus, and Lily. Three friends who thought a few nights in the woods would fix everything wrong in our heads. It wasn't snowing, but the cold was cruel. The air had weight, thick and damp, pressing down on us like something alive. Every breath came out in a faint mist that disappeared too fast, like the forest was swallowing it. We parked at the edge of an old trail that hadn't been used in years. The gate was chained, the wood half rotten, but Marcus just laughed and stepped over it. He said that kind of stuff made it feel more real, more adventurous. Lily was quieter. She carried her little camcorder everywhere, recording every step, every branch, every shadow. She said she wanted memories. But her voice already sounded uneasy. We hiked deep into the woods until the sound of the wind disappeared. The trees grew too close together, bending toward each other like they were whispering things we weren't supposed to hear. By the time we found a clearing, the sky was already fading gray. It wasn't even night yet, but everything looked darker than it should have been. We set up our tents, built a small fire, and tried to laugh off the silence. But the silence didn't care. It sat there between us, heavy, thick, like it was listening. There was an old sign nailed to a tree near the camp. Half of it was gone, eaten away by rot. Only one word could still be read: keep. Marcus joked about it. Keep what? He said. Keep quiet? Keep out? No one laughed. That night, the forest changed. You could feel it. The air grew colder. The shadows stretched longer. Even the fire started flickering like it was afraid. Around midnight, we started hearing it. Footsteps. Slow. Careful. Circling us. Marcus grabbed his flashlight and shouted, "Probably an animal." But his voice cracked when he said it. When he turned the flashlight on, the sound stopped. Turn it off, and it came back. Slower. Closer. We sat there for hours, not speaking, listening to something move just beyond the trees. By morning, the ground around the tents was clean. No footprints, no sign of anyone. But the fire pit was full again. Perfectly stacked wood unburned, as if someone had rebuilt it while we slept. Marcus said it had to be a prank, but there was no one around, not for miles. He wandered off that afternoon, saying he'd find whoever was messing with us. Lily begged him not to go. She said the forest didn't look the same anymore, like it had moved overnight. He laughed and walked away anyway. We waited. An hour passed, then two. The light started to fade, and Marcus still wasn't back. We followed his footprints down a narrow path that hadn't been there before. The dirt was soft, fresh, like something had opened it up just for us. It led to a cabin, half collapsed, swallowed by the trees. The door hung open, swaying gently, though there was no wind. Lily grabbed my arm. "Let's go back," she whispered, but I couldn't. Marcus's voice came from inside. Faint, distant. "Guys, come here. You have to see this." I stepped closer. The smell hit first, like wet soil and something dead underneath. When I called his name, the voice answered again, a little off, too low, too slow. Marcus was standing at the far end of the room when I entered. Or at least I thought he was. It was dark, the kind of dark that eats the light, but I could see his outline, still, silent, facing the wall. "Marcus?" I didn't move. Then I realized his feet weren't touching the floor. Lily screamed, and the figure vanished. Just gone. The room was empty, except for an old chair and a black hole in the floor where the boards had rotted through. Marcus's flashlight was lying beside it, still on. We ran back to camp. We didn't talk, didn't even look at each other. That night, Lily didn't sleep. She sat near the fire, whispering to herself, replaying the footage she'd recorded earlier. I heard her mumbling, "He's calling me." I told her it was just shock, that she needed rest. But around midnight, I woke up and she was gone. I found her standing at the edge of the trees, her flashlight hanging loosely in her hand. Her lips were moving. She was talking to something in the dark. I could hear it too, Marcus's voice. Soft, distant, coming from somewhere deep in the forest. "Come back," it said. "It's warm here." I grabbed her arm, tried to pull her back, but her skin was ice cold. She turned to me and smiled. A slow, empty smile. Then she whispered, "You'll see him too," and ran. I chased her until my lungs burned, but she was gone. The light from her flashlight flickered between the trees and vanished. By morning, there was nothing left. No tent, no gear, just me, the fog, and the silence. I followed the trail to where the cabin had been. It wasn't there anymore, just an empty clearing, as if the forest had swallowed it whole. When I finally made it back to my truck, it was covered in dew, colder inside than out. The rearview mirror was tilted down, facing the back seat, and for a moment I swore I saw Marcus sitting there. When I blinked, he was gone, but the air still smelled like the forest. That night when I got home, I couldn't sleep. The silence followed me, the same weight, the same cold. Then came the knock, 3 times, slow, careful. When I opened the door, there was nothing, just the dark, but when I looked down, there were footprints, bare, small. They led from the porch to the hallway, to my room, and from inside, I heard Lily's voice, whispering, soft, come back, it's warm here. Only this time, it didn't sound exactly like her. It was slower, deeper, like something learning to speak through her mouth. Now every night I hear them both, sometimes Marcus, sometimes Lily, sometimes a voice that sounds almost like mine. And when I whisper back, it answers,